The causes of World War II are complex and multifaceted, rooted in a mixture of economic, political, and social factors that gradually precipitated a global conflict. To comprehend the causes thoroughly, it is essential to examine the historical context preceding the outbreak of the war in 1939. Firstly, the Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, marked the end of World War I, but laid the groundwork for further discord. The treaty imposed harsh penalties and demands on Germany, which included severe territorial losses, disarmament, and significant reparations. The resultant economic hardship and humiliation fostered resentment and nationalist sentiments among the German populace, creating fertile grounds for radical ideologies. Another pivotal factor was the Great Depression of the 1930s, which gripped the world in economic despair. The global economic downturn led to widespread unemployment and poverty, undermining confidence in traditional political systems. In this environment of disillusionment, extremist parties, including the Nazis in Germany, found increased support by promising recovery, employment, and national revitalization. Adolf Hitler's rise to power in 1933 was a direct consequence of these conditions, as he adeptly used propaganda and political maneuvering to secure dictatorial control. The failure of the League of Nations also contributed significantly to the emergence of World War II. Established after World War I to maintain peace, the League lacked real authority and the means to enforce its resolutions. Key nations, including the United States, chose not to join, and the organization struggled to respond effectively to acts of aggression. Notably, its inability to stop Italy's invasion of Ethiopia in 1935 and Japan's conquest of Manchuria in 1931 demonstrated its impotence, emboldening aggressive actors. Additionally, the policy of appeasement practiced by Britain and France during the late 1930s further escalated tensions. Aimed at avoiding another catastrophic conflict, appeasement allowed Nazi Germany to annex territories such as Austria and Czechoslovakia unchallenged. This policy was based on the hopes that satisfying Germany's expansionist ambitions would prevent war. However, it only emboldened Hitler, who perceived it as a sign of weakness and lack of resolve among the Western powers. Militarism and the pursuit of territorial expansion also figured prominently as causes. Both Germany and Japan pursued aggressive policies aimed at expanding their empires. Germany's reoccupation of the Rhineland, violation of the Treaty of Versailles, and subsequent invasions of Poland exemplified aggressive moves that challenged the status quo. Similarly, Japan's expansion in East Asia, driven by a desire for natural resources and strategic dominance, set the stage for conflict in the Pacific. In summary, the causes of World War II can be traced to the punitive measures of the Treaty of Versailles. The economic devastation of the Great Depression, the ineffective League of Nations, appeasement policies, and unchecked militarism. These elements combined in a volatile international environment led to one of the most devastating conflicts in human history. Each factor alone might not have precipitated a world war, but together they created a recipe for disaster, culminating in the outbreak of World War II.